Okay. So my 5K went through. Uh, make sure this is recording. Uh, I believe we're good. So my 5K went through. So today, no demo account. We're gonna go with the real thing. Going live. No thanks. So today's CPI day. So that blew up there. Um, so I'm gonna go, let me see, 15 minute. We are 24:31. We're very far away from where I need to get an entry. If I want my stop loss to be below here, 23.50, that means I can get until 28.50. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and I'm gonna get this ready. 320. It might not come down here. I might have just missed it. 328. $5. 6328. Yeah, get in that 6328. It might not come get me. This is pre-market, by the way. I'm just gonna put it in. Let me see. So this 29 a.m. I guess if I was paying attention beforehand, before the report, I could have gone in here, but you never know what the CPI report is going to say. So, like, this candle could have easily went the other way, and then I would have been out. So, but you never know the future. So we'll see. We'll see if this comes down to get me. Stop loss is down there, 20 ticks. Tick prop is 40. Uh, we'll see if this comes back down or if this is the move and I missed it. And it might have to wait till 9:30 when more volume comes in. If it doesn't come down, to come scoop up my limit order. Also, sorry I got congested today, so apologize for all the sniffling. I will say this is similar to where I talked about yesterday. Here is actually when I first started trading, very first started trading, I probably would have tried to get in on this candle. And then a little later on, I was like, oh no, you gotta be patient. And I definitely would have tried to get in on this candle. And then I definitely would have tried to get on this candle, like if I was trading probably like 2 months ago. Um, no levels, just guessing that I think it pulled back enough and I'm gonna get in now. Um, again, so we're down here. We'll see if we come down typically I would wait um, for this 15-minute to be positive here, like keep this MACD going up. But since I guess we're trading kind of news, the CPI, um, I just got into to kind of take advantage of this initial move. But if it doesn't come down and get me, then it doesn't matter. Uh, Because typically what happens is the numbers come out, everybody reacts, and then J Powell starts talking. And depending on what he talks about, it could change the sentiment. So apparently the numbers are actually, I haven't even seen the CPI numbers. This is one of those things where, like, if it's good, I don't know how the market reacts because everyone wants interest rates to go down, and they'll go down when inflation's a problem or it gets sticky. So it's like we don't want inflation, but we do want inflation because if we get inflation, then rates come down. But if we do get inflation, then we have inflation. So I don't even know what the report is saying. Um, and on the 15-minute, it came down here. That would have been a beautiful entry. And let me see it, 24.33. I'd be close to getting that if I got this perfect entry. But I just got back from the gym, so I was late getting in here. Plus, I'm supposed to wait and let the trend play itself out before I get in. But I'm still learning and just testing out like a news day, like a catalyst, like the CPI today, which is uh, July 15th, 2025. So we're finally in my legit account, 5K I put in. I have a lot of other money invested in Fidelity, just in some stocks. And so I thought about funding this a lot more, but and the demo account's cool, but it's so easy because it's not real money. So like there's absolutely no emotion involved whatsoever. So it doesn't really feel like the real thing. Um, but with this, I'm only risking $25. I can lose $25 100 times in a row and be okay. Like I spent more than that in a strip club, so spending that on learning, uh, much better use of the money. So now I'm just waiting. Um, there's a lot of volume over here, so I don't know. But it's pre-market. I feel like it has to come down and get me. At least if it flushes down in the opening in like 45 minutes, then it'll probably go down and stop me out and then start coming back, maybe. You know, look at this pre-market. Oh, this is last night, 10 p.m. Maybe I should have traded at midnight. I don't know, there's no volume. I'll sleep. 4 a.m., 8 a.m. This probably wouldn't have been bad, you know. If I had come in and wanted to trade the CPI, you know, I got down here before the news came out, and my stop is $5. My stop would have been down here, and basically a gamble, but it's a 2-to-1 gamble. I either lose $25 or I make 50, you know, flip a coin on what the CPI does. And at this point, I would have made money. So maybe next time there's a CPI report, I'll just take that 50-50 trade. and hope it doesn't whip down, take out my stop, and then go straight up. Because I've actually seen that happen before. So maybe, yeah, because that I've seen that happen before. Because I used to always wonder, like, why not just do your 50-50 bet every single time with the right ratio, and over time you'll make money. But it would suck if it just goes down, stops you out, and then goes up. So it looks like this might this might just take off without us. Did not come pick us up. Oh, boom. Look at that jump. Jeez Louise. As you snooze, you lose. So I'm thinking today might be a trend day. Um, if so, I don't know how I'm gonna get in and still follow my rules because it has to come back down, or else I'm kind of just making stuff up. Well, we'll see what happens. Uh, might just keep going. Might have missed this one. Uh, I don't know if this is going to turn around on the 15-minute chart. Anyway, I'm going to step away. I got to go feed the kiddo, but I'll leave this running. Um, it'll capture whatever happens. And yeah, we'll see if it comes back down and gets us filled or not. But I'm not going to chase it. If I don't get any trades today. I mean, that would suck 'cause I think it might be a trend day, according to Claude. Did I ask Claude or did I ask ChatGPT? Oh, I asked ChatGPT today. Just about on the CPI days, is it more typical to have um, a trend day or a choppy day? And it just basically depends on if we beat expectations or if there's a surprise, it's typically a trend day in whatever direction the surprise is. And then if it's like exactly on par, meets expectations, no surprise either way, then it ends up being kind of a choppy day. But we'll see what happens. Um, all right, I'm gonna take a break, go get some food, and then we'll see how this plays out. I'll be back in a couple minutes. So at this point, what happened was when I walked away from my computer, I unplugged my AirPods or I shut them down. When I put them back on and opened them, I guess it didn't sync. So we stopped and I lost audio. So now I'm just doing a little voiceover for a little bit. So basically, let me see. The first trade. Let me see. I'm just going to give you guys what to do. I would say jump to like 1930. Um, and then at 1930, I bring up a little bit about ChatGPT. I asked it about CPI report days, whether they're trend days or choppy. So I talk about that a little bit, but it's really interesting information. And spoiler alert, it it was 100% right as far as today goes. So you can skip to 1930. Um, let's see, my first trade, you can jump ahead to like 2750 in the video to catch my first trade. Um, I'll mark that in the comments. First trade's at 2750. Second trade is at around the 30-minute mark. So you can jump there to see my first two trades. Um, my third trade, okay. And then go ahead and jump to 39.28 to get my last trade and some more info. So sorry about that mess up. But yeah, hit those points in the video. That's where all the good shit is. So my first trade is about to come up um, in about a minute. So here, let's see, we're just waiting for this to come down. Um, so at this point, I am still bullish sentiment. I, just because that very first strong candle after the CPI report. Um, but we're still on the opening 15-minute bar. So we're coming down closer to the VWAP, and then let's see where I make my entry and see I'm hovering. Boom, put in my entry. Stop loss, well below the VWAP. Take profit, 10 points up. Stop loss 5 points down. We're doing some moving here. Pretty much just waiting for this to go back up. Now I'm in hovering around my entry price, but as you can see, we quickly look like we're starting to flush down. I have this sped up, by the way, to like 3 times speed just to get through this long part. It's going. Looks like it's struggling a bit. And then looks like I'm about to get stopped out, and boom, stopped out for a first trade of the day, which was an L. Um, so took that. So at this point, I'm switching biases because look at that candle. Look at that 15-minute candle over there on the right. So here's where I'm about to make my first mistake. I'm just way too quick. My rules say I wait. I'm not supposed to be trading right now. I should wait till this, rebounds either very close to or above the VWAP for, and I just get in early. Um, Mistake there. So now you can see we're pushing up really quickly, um, getting real close to my stop. So here I think I dodged a bullet as we start to come back down. Like, oh, almost got me, but you did it. So now I'm hoping for this continuation. Let's go drop, drop, drop. So a tiny little bit of profit. And now we can see it's coming back. Still waiting. Like, did I get saved? Tried to get me again. Failed. So now do we make our way down? Here I am just hoping. And then boom, get stopped out again. So my early entry got me stopped out. First one I was just wrong, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Um, you're not always gonna know what's gonna happen. The second trade I should not have made. So here at the kind of retest and I'm coming back down, I feel a little more comfortable. This is the trade that I should have waited for. So that second trade should have never happened. Um, this should have been the next trade that I took. So now I'm down two trades to start the day, down $50 plus commissions. Um, Look at that long wick down there. Almost got me to my profit in that flash. So with 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, if I get this, if this is a winner for me, then I'm about break even, minus commissions. So it's going to be a few dollars in the red if this trade goes my way. And so at this point in the day, I'm not too upset with myself. The first trade, I consider that cost of doing business. The second trade, I was a little upset with myself for rushing the gun because I know better than that. See here, I'm still not too worried because I got a much better entry than previously. See, my entry is basically where my stop loss was from the previous trade. That's how I know I messed up. So in this trade for quite a bit, during this trade, I actually set this and left. I went to I had to leave to go to Walgreens to get some medicine. So at this point, I am outside the house on a walk to go get some allergy meds. I felt fine because I had, my stop losses and stuff in place. Plus, I have the app. I have the trading app, so I was kind of just waiting for a notification to come through. But if it got quiet for too long, um, I'll check in. I guess that's maybe not the most responsible thing. But some people put on trades and leaves. People swing trade. People do all sorts of stuff. So as you can see, this was really kind of boring having it chop around for so long. But I figured with this volume gap right here, that once it got past this area, that it should flush down pretty quickly. Kind of like it did right here. We'll see. Crawling, crawling. Now I'm starting to feel pretty good about the trade. So getting close to my first winning trade for the day. Can it make it? I thought to myself, if this was the low of the day, then I'm very unlucky. Look at right here. So right here, I am one tick, 25 cents away from my take profit, and then it starts to bounce back up. And at this point, I think I'm two ticks, 50 cents away from my profit, and then it starts to bounce back up. So ordinarily, I would have, back in the day, I would have just changed my take profit and I probably would have lost money. I would have been out right there. But I'm working on being patient. So I just let it sit because we're so close. And I want this to be mechanical, set it and forget it. So we either hit the take profit or we don't. But once we enter, there's nothing else to do. But wait. And so that's what I do here is just wait. So, and boom, there. Good to go. So now I got my first winning trade of the day. So I am break even minus commissions. So my first day so far, at about 10:30. Uh, Yesterday I traded with the demo account because my funding wasn't in yet. But first day so far, trading my own money, 5K account, trade CPI day, um, which is major catalyst. Um, Not too shabby. So as we start to push up here, I start thinking to myself, hey, if we get if we get up here, if we get this push, I'm gonna get back in here for another short. So I'm measuring where it needs to go in order for me to feel comfortable getting this short in. So 63.2475 where I want to get in at. So I'd go ahead and just set my limit order. At this point, I'm thinking, I missed it. That's okay. If it doesn't go up there, it's not my trade. Doesn't go up, it's not my trade. Okay, so jumping back in here to confirm. So earlier I had set this order, and that's when I stopped filming for a second. But now we're back. So got my take profit right there. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about trend days. So I took my profit, but as you can see, we keep going down, down, down. So now we're so far away from a new entry for me. Like it doesn't make sense. It's only 11 o'clock, but like if this continues all day, let me see, where are we? Here's a 15. So like if we have a really bad day and we just keep going, like this could have been a crazy, easy big move. And theoretically, I could have just kept moving my stop loss down throughout the day. Um, but that's fine. Oh, sorry, I'm burping. I'm actually pretty happy with today. Quick recap. This trade, I was just wrong. So that's that. It's okay. This trade, I should have never made. So that's a mistake on my part. I even talked through it while I was making the mistake. So that kind of makes me a little angry. This good trade fit all my parameters. This is what I was trying to do when I made this trade, but I was just way too early. So this good trade, happy about. Also this good trade, happy about. Like tick that right there. Just waited, went to a walk to Walgreens to get my allergy meds because it's kicking my ass today. And while I was on the walk to Walgreens, I got the notification that hit right there. So super happy for today. This is the first day um, trading in the live account. Um, what do we got here? This isn't exactly what I wanted to look at. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. So we can see my P&L now is 41.15 for day one. Um, Go to my performance for the day. Um, oh, this is gross P&L before commissions. Okay, so 48.75, four trades, eight contracts total, average trade time 10 minutes, longest trade 17, 50% on the day, fees 760. So that comes out to $41. $100 in profitable trades, 50-50. Um, Losing trades, $50 basically total, risking about 25. I think this includes commissions. So max drawdown $50. I had two trades in a row. Um, First two trades. So first two trades were losers. And to be honest, sometimes I think I thought about maybe just stop trading if I hit two losses in a row, but that doesn't make sense. That's not how you work out your edge. That's not how you get enough trades to confirm like your stats. And so it's like in the Mark Douglas book, he was like, you shouldn't have to think about it. If the trade meets your parameters, you enter. There's nothing to think about. So you have your rules. If the price goes where it's supposed to go for you to enter your trade, you enter the trade. Like there's nothing to think about. It's not, oh, the first two didn't hit, so I'm not going to take any more. That doesn't make any sense. If the right trade's available, you take it. So that's what happened today. Lost the first two, took the second two, and so now we're up. Um, we're up for the day. So happy about day one in the real account. Um, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.